Guys, tonight's edition is all about what are you thankful for? And as I mentioned, I'm pleased to be your host. We are presenting the C-Suite tonight to talk about how you can reimagine your legacy with so many things that would be opportunities. So I'm going to take a second and tell you about what I'm thankful for. I'm thankful for my life. I'm thankful for health. I'm thankful for God in my life. I am so thankful that I have a sweetheart that is kind enough to take me for who I am and love me for exactly who I am. And I love that. I love that I have a prayer partner and I have prayer warriors and I have friends that care and love and that will accept care and love. And oh my God, I'm so thankful that I found Wakana at the time I did, because this company has changed my life. It's enhanced and enriched all of the relationships in my life. And it has given me something to look forward to other than just my own personal life, something bigger than me. And so this is what we implore you to take hold of, because the more people you'll hear tonight talk about what they're thankful for, you're going to understand why we're so passionate in making sure that you do not miss your opportunity to be in a company, a founder in a company like this one, because there is no company like this one. So I wanted to share that with you. But again, tonight, we will be hearing from Melissa Boston Atoyebe, our Chief Executive Officer, Phyllis Nash, our Chief Sales Officer, and Christian Phillips, our Chief Operating Officer. So let me go ahead and get started here. So that's me. I am Kathy Weathersby. Like I said, I'm happy to be your host. So let's talk a little bit about our company. See, our company got started on April 20th, 2019. Yeah, that was National Weed Day with our line of CBD products and essential oils. In 2020, we expanded to include a complete line of wellness and weight management products. And in 2021, we introduced the Flat Belly Lifestyle. Yep, that was me showing off in my yard after having completed my second 21-day cleanse. We have more than 24,000 customers, and our executive team has 100 plus years of combined experience in direct sales and have helped shape and guide multi-billion-dollar companies. We love our community because we want to make sure that it wins. So therefore, we reinvest 1% of gross profit to empower underserved communities. It's important. We're going to be, you'll hear later about how you'll be able to add into that giving by doing some meals during this holiday season. So here is our C-suite. And let me see if I can move this sucker out of the way. I don't know why it's not wanting to cooperate with me, but I'm going to work with it. So this is our C-suite. Ron Archie is a CPA, and our Chief Financial Officer, Christian Phillips, I mentioned, is our COO. Melissa Boston, our CEO. Phyllis Nash, our CSO. And Rita J. McGuire, MD, is our Chief Medical Officer. Our medical advisory board is one we're also very proud to be associated with, headed up by our Chief Medical Officer, Dr. Rita McGuire. This is a panel of professionals that have come together to support and help Wakana to grow. Now, they're special in that not only do they use our products to affect change and to improve their lives, but they also recommend our products to their patients. And that's so powerful to have largely traditional medical professionals behind your company. So here's our product line. You know, it's a vast product line that really gives you in so many different ways of being able to try CBD, whether it's our topicals, like our pain cream, our lotions, our hair product, or our edibles, like our gummies, which by the way are on sale tonight, our flat belly coffee, our spices, our tinctures, those are the drops that go under your tongue, our smokables. I mean, just so many different ways to be able to incorporate CBD as a healthy addition to your life. And so our number one product, I'm telling you, it used to be the pain cream, but I'm telling you, when we introduced the Flat Belly Lifestyle in 2021, it fast became the number one product. Why? Because plant-based eating for your blood type is a powerful way to customize a program that just works for so many people. You have your own blood type, and there are things that are beneficial and toxic to it. Once you learn how to do that and how to eat that way, you can have results like Beatrice Foster here on the right. I mean, really, when she started, she had a little thing going on, right? But then used the Flat Belly Lifestyle products and being vigilant about taking care of herself. And look at there, not flat belly, flat belly. It's just plain and simple. Pictures don't lie. And the testimonials that continue to pour in. Here are 6 powerful testimonies. Erica Zachary really got herself into shape. I see her regularly on the Rebounder, continuing on with her journey. Gigi Harris, I mean, person who is epitomizing the Benjamin Button syndrome. She is aging backwards. Reversal aging is taking place, and she's looking so healthy and fit. Then we have Deborah Blackman Parrish. I mean, you go non-flat belly, flat belly. Look at that. Bernadine Kirkland. She is discovering body parts. She actually discovered a collarbone. It still cracks me up just thinking about that. But she went from beautiful to even more confident. Okay. All righty. And Gerald West had coolness about him, but I'm talking about this brother got on the Flat Belly Lifestyle, and Swagalicious is all over. And it's just so wonderful to see people healthy and confident. Mary Graham, look at that 6-pack. I'm just telling you, it's just fantastic to see people to be able to have so much success in taking care of themselves. It's my pleasure now to be able to bring up a mentor first and a stranger, a person who's become a friend, and now like a sister to me. She's our CEO. Melissa Boston is actually the hardest working CEO. She does it all with a smile, but guys, I mean, literally the hardest working person that I know. She drives you to be a better person, and you absolutely want that person as a leader. She's been in the industry for 30 years, and she created a lifestyle that people from over 46 countries stood up and said, I want to know what you're doing. I'm so happy to follow what she talks about, because she talks with passion. She has a heart into the business. She's created an opportunity for us to excel and be one of the people on the stage, not just look at them and clap about them. This is a leader among leaders, a mom, a glam mom, an author, a co-author. My friend, Melissa Boston, are you out there?
Wow, Kathy, I am here. And oh my goodness, my heart is so full as I'm listening to you give me these accolades. I just really want to throw them back to you. Love you so much. You have been just such a blessing to us as a company and a blessing in my life. I remember when we first met, it was at a home party, and just to see how far our relationship has grown, to start off as strangers and now family, just appreciate all that you do. And as you talk about gratitude, I mean, I think for everyone on the line, as Kathy was sharing what she's thankful for, I'm sure many of you were starting to reflect on what you're thankful for as well, because my heart started just swelling up, just thinking about my family, thinking about each and every one of you. So what we want you to do right now in the chat, go ahead and let us know. We want to know, what is it that you are so thankful for right here and right now? I'm going to give you a moment, and then I'm going to share with you just a little bit about what I'm thankful for. But I know so many of you are so grateful and so thankful. So let's share. Let's see what you're thankful for. Wow, I see the comments starting to pour in. And let me just talk a little bit about what I am thankful for. First of all, when I think about gratitude, I think about family. I think about the fact that I talked to my mom today, and she was just sharing with me about grandpa. Grandpa's 94. Next year, we're going to have a big birthday party for him at 95. But at 94, he's still driving around town in great health and is just so independent, I'm telling you. And that's just something to be so grateful for, because when you think about your grandparents, when you think about your parents, these are people that have poured so much into your life. And so to see them at this stage of their life, still in good health, is something to be so grateful for. I'm thankful for my son, Tariq, and his wife, Sharon, my daughter, okay, and the grandchildren they've produced, Anaya and Elijah. I mean, to have the gift of family at this time is such a blessing. And again, as I'm hearing, each and every one of you, I see you're hitting the chat up, and a lot of people are commenting about their family. Of course, that's something we're so thankful for, our relationship with our Creator. That is a blessing. Also, to be thankful for the business that we're in. I want you to think about, so many times people are depressed, people are looking for hope, and they're sometimes stuck in dead-end jobs. Have you ever been stuck in a dead-end job just praying for something different? And I'm just so grateful for the industry of network marketing, because it allowed me, someone who at the time was a single mom, I was raised by a single mom. We struggled paycheck to paycheck, but to be able to be retired at the age of 33 because of network marketing. Now, that was many years ago. On my next birthday, I turned 50, but wow, 17 years, okay, of retirement because of, now I did come out of network marketing, but it was to actually join this cannabis space, and of course, to be the CEO in the space of cannabis. But I want to just thank each and every one of you, because I am so grateful, so thankful that you made the decision to join us here. And I'm telling you what, this is going to be the best decision you could have made as it relates to a business, as it relates to a career, because the best is yet to come. I'm so thankful for our corporate team. We have an amazing team led by this phenomenal C-suite that Kathy just showed you. So thank you to all of our C-suite members. I'm grateful for each and every one of you, grateful to all of our VPs. And again, this Thanksgiving, it's coming up, and we want everyone to be safe. And we want you to just take some time to be with your family, to reflect on what you are most grateful for. And speaking of being grateful, we actually have something super exciting that's coming up. And this is actually going to be an extension of what you've already witnessed, because many of you have already been participating in what we call our biggest sale ever, 25% off. But it's going to keep getting better and better. We're going to keep giving you more options so that you can not only buy the things that you need to take your health to the next level, but we also want to help you get positioned in this company as a founding member. And we have some special announcements that we're going to share. And we want to say happy Thanksgiving, and also to let you know that at 420, many of you know what 420 stands for, but our phone number has 420. We launched on 420. So on 4:20 p.m. Central, and that's on Thanksgiving, we're going to kick off our super deep discounts, and that's when our Black Friday truly will start. Yes, we've had these amazing specials, and if you've been taking advantage of them, at least you know that whatever right now we have, it's our deepest discount on that specific product. So today, we're highlighting gummies, and so that's going to be the deepest discount. Even if you wait till Black Friday, you're not going to find a lower price than what's available now. But what's exciting is we have even more coming on Black Friday, and some other ways for you to save, some other ways for you to really make this a holiday to remember. And so I want to kick us off by also sharing a concept that I shared last week, and that's 2 words. And those words are conspicuous consumption. Oftentimes when people talk about our community, they talk about the fact that what we own, you can see. So whether it's our handbag, whether it's the fact that we have the fancy car, maybe we just like to take care of ourselves, and maybe it's the nails and hair we're doing every single week. And that's fine. If you can afford to do that, great. But so many times we're living paycheck to Monday. And so we want to stop that, because what we do also understand that right now, as we see these Black Friday specials, as you're watching TV and you see all of these commercials bombarding you with, come shop with us, let's make your life better. Here's what they know. They buy for our dollars because they know that we're spending 1.5 $1.2 trillion. I want you to think about that for a second. $1.2 trillion. Imagine where we could be as a community if we actually learn how to start businesses and empower our Black and brown businesses across the country. And the reality is, there's something they're setting up that's even deeper than that. And that's called the metaverse. Many times you've heard us talk about the metaverse. In fact, Facebook has changed their name to Meta. And that's a clue, because here's the reality. They're trying to put us in a position where we own nothing, okay? Own absolutely nothing, but we're completely happy. I want you to think about how scary that sounds, because when we think about family, we think about the gift of our grandchildren, we think about the gift, of our parents, right? We also need to think about legacy. And of course, with legacy, we want to pass along, skills. We want to pass along love and values. But also, too, it's time for us to pass along generational wealth. And if we are in this metaverse where we're completely happy, but we own nothing, what are we actually able to pass along that actually could sustain our generations? And so, see, our market segments here with Wakana are 4 market segments. One of them is health and wellness, because what we recognize is health and wellness is a $3.4 trillion industry. If we just focused on that alone, do you not think that is enough money for us to actually create a multi-billion-dollar company? But what we decided to do is really focus on wealth. So you're going to see a lot of wealth experts. Many of them we've already brought to the table, like Dr. Lynn Richardson, because here's what we also understand. When we think about just the Forex industry, that represents a $2.4 quadrillion industry. That breaks down to $6 trillion per day. Oftentimes in this economy, people look at it and they look at things being tough. But understand that in recessions, more millionaires are made than ever. In recessions, it is the best time to start a business. So it's not that money has disappeared. It's just moved from one bucket to the next. And you want to jump in the right bucket. When we think about travel and leisure, oftentimes when we ask people, if you had all the time and money in the world, what would you do more of? The number one answer to that is typically travel. People love traveling. And so what we want to do is actually help you travel, but you're going to learn how we put you in a position where you can travel to places like Jamaica and Dubai for free. We all love the word free. And then when we think about the home-based business boom, right now in this economy, that's another industry that's growing. It represents $190 billion. These are 4 hot market segments that you have the opportunity to participate in. But here's what's even more exciting. We're inviting you to the table tonight so that you can participate in 1% of our gross revenue. Now, this opportunity will close out forever on November 30th. Now, we said you actually have till December 31st if you've made a 50% down payment. So here's the bottom line. Find a way to get in the door. Make at least your first payment by November 30th so that you can actually have the opportunity to participate. And as long as you pay that second payment by the end of December, guess what? You get locked in as a founding member of Wakana for the rest of your life. And this is something you can pass on. I want you to think about a job. Even if you love your job, can you pass it along? Can you will it to your children? See, our business is a legacy. Our business allows you to become a founding member and pass it on for generations to come. How powerful is that? And so here's a question. Have you ever been at the right place at the right time, but passed over that opportunity? And so I want you to think real quick is what is that opportunity that you might have missed? Is it Microsoft? Maybe it's Amway, Google, maybe it's Apple. For me, it was actually Google stock. I was at the table with my broker, sharing with me Google stock pre-IPO, $85 a share. And I missed that. At the time, I asked myself, what is a Google? Because we weren't even getting on the internet like that. In fact, we had to go to the library just to get on the internet. So for me, it just didn't make sense. I didn't know that here we would be over a decade later, and Google would be a way of life. Many of you probably are Googling things 2, 3 in the morning. So that was a big opportunity because that company not only had an $85 per share IPO, it went to $300. It went to $600. It split 3 times. Had I participated in that opportunity, I probably wouldn't be here as your CEO of Wakanda. So I'm thankful that I didn't participate in that. But think about the opportunity of your lifetime that you might have passed up. And oftentimes when I say the word Amway, some people kind of laugh at that, like, Amway, are you serious? Well, let me tell you a little bit of something that you might not know about Amway. If you've ever been to Orlando, Florida, there is the Amway Stadium. That is a professional sports arena stadium that actually has been built and paid for by who? Amway. And when you think about the fact that 5 people stuck with Amway out of 100 who were the first, and those 5 people override over $10 billion per year. And so we have to recognize opportunity. And we have to also give respect to the industry of network marketing. Think about affiliate marketing. Think about how brands are now utilizing affiliate programs to attract 40% of their new customers. In fact, 80% of brands utilize affiliate marketing to actually promote programs. And let's just put it in comparison. Because oftentimes, as parents, we groom our children, go get a scholarship, which is great. But oftentimes 2 kids think, hey, I want to get into the NBA, the NFL. And that's fine. It's always great to have dreams, but you have to have a backup plan. And when we think about network marketing and even compare it to NFL, do you know that NFL represents a $9 billion industry where multi-level marketing is over $190 billion? It's an industry that's actually created almost more millionaires than any other industry on the planet. But guess what? It doesn't often get the right respect because unfortunately we grow up in households where our parents just don't understand it. So they don't teach us the principles, but you have to understand it's a smart business move because poor actually means passing over opportunities repeatedly. I'm going to say that again. Poor means passing over opportunities repeatedly. They say the average person will be presented with 2 opportunities of a lifetime. And so you have to ask yourself, is this your first or your last? Because again, we are inviting you to the table tonight with an opportunity that we believe that's of a lifetime. And how would you like to participate in 1% of our gross revenue for the rest of your life? See, we have a disruptive business model that we launched back in 2019. And our business model was really designed because we saw how unfair it was in the space of cannabis. We recognized that if you look at the Black and brown community, they had paid the price for the war on drugs. But now many of these same people were getting out of prison, and now cannabis was being legally sold in their cities. And on the same corner, they were arrested. There were now other communities that were selling and profiting. And so we said, why don't we set up a business that actually is a business in a box, a micro franchise, a micro dispensary where everyone could actually participate without the red tape? Because the bottom line, oftentimes, we're going to be denied a seat at the table. And when that happens, we must build and create our own table and our own opportunities. And when you look at startup companies, ideally, they tell us that startup companies, if they're growing between 15 and 25%, that's considered awesome and amazing. But here's what we also know. When I read this quote, it kind of gave me chills because what it said is when America catches a cold, Black America gets pneumonia. And what does that mean? That basically means in the midst of what we're experiencing right now, who's being squeezed the hardest? It's our community. But the reality is when you get into the right market segment, you can also find that yourself can be positioned for financial freedom. Because when we think about our company, we've actually averaged 30% year after year growth, even during this pandemic, even during the global shutdown, even during this economic recession and the unprecedented war. And so when you think about a company like this, oftentimes when you hear about sharing in revenue, perhaps you might think, wow, is this an investment? Let's think about a company like Amazon. When they first got started in the garage, it took them about 7 years before they paid out their first profit. Their first profit was 1 penny, 1 penny per share. And so if you have to wait on profit, it could take a while. With our company, fortunately, we've had profitable quarters, even profitable years from day one. So that's been exciting. But the good news is you don't have to wait for the profit because we pay on gross revenue, which means this is paid just like the light bill. And our gross sales since we started 40 months ago, in fact, this doesn't include sales over the last 35 days, but for the past 40 months, we're talking about $8 million in gross sales. We're talking an average of $200,000. We've paid out already $3.5 million in commissions. I want you to think about that. If you've ever watched shows like Shark Tank, companies often struggle to find margins that are healthy enough and to have margins that afford us the ability to pay out $3.4 million, $3.5 million. That just tells you you're at the right place at the right time. And so when you think about the founding member program and how that works, 1% of our gross revenue is actually $80,000, and that's the amount we've paid out since the founding member program started 40 months ago. In fact, there's more money that we paid out because we also pay something called cash back. In fact, we also pay Wakana bucks. And just this year alone, and this program just started enrolling new founders, less than a month ago, and we've already paid out $63,200 in either cash back or Wakana bucks, which is money for you to buy more product. And the cash back is paid just like a check. You can cash that in, which is exciting. And actually, since we launched, between our Wakana bucks and our cash back, we've actually paid out over $310,000. And again, this is founding members, okay? So it pays to be a founding member. In fact, we believe that one of the greatest transfers of wealth of our lifetime is right here in front of us. So my question again is, how would you like to share in 1% of our company's gross revenue for the rest of your life? And with that being said, I have the honor and privilege of bringing up someone who I am absolutely so grateful for. This is a woman who came into my life about 17 years ago. And I'm telling you, from day one, she has been breaking records, climbing to the tip top, busting through the top. But more importantly, she's someone who's became a great friend and a family member. I promise you, we truly have built a relationship that's like mom and daughter, and sometimes it's in the reverse, she will tell you. But Phyllis, love you so much, love all that you do. She is our Chief Sales Officer, our first diamond, our first double diamond. She is absolutely one of the reasons why we've had this massive success. You are amazing, Phyllis, and every day I want to just let you know how proud of you that I am and how grateful we are to have you on board as one of the owners and our CSO. So with that said, take it away.
Oh, wow, wow, wow. Am I unmuted? Yes, I am. I'm excited to be here. I typed all of what I was grateful for and then hit the wrong button and it erased. So I'm going to tell you what I'm grateful for. I'm grateful for the Lord having seen me through my whole life and taking care of me and my family. I'm grateful for my family. I am grateful for all of you out there that are distributors and customers, that we started out as strangers, we became friends, and we truly have become family. And I'm looking forward to the years to come and the growth of Wakana. So I'm glad to be here tonight. And guys, I'm here to talk about that Founders Pack. But before I do, we've been giving you so many different statistics as to why you want to really pay attention. Here we are on the Tuesday before Thanksgiving. Everybody is running around getting ready for family and friends and to share and love on each other. And right now, you guys are here listening to us and talking about our Founders Pack, which is about to close out. And before I start talking about that, I just want to talk about a couple of posts that I saw to really get you thinking, as Melissa did a phenomenal job. And thank you, Melissa, for all of those accolades that you gave me. You're right about family. Again, that's how we feel about each other. But she gave you a lot of reasons why you should want to take a part in our sharing of 1% of our total revenue to our founders. But let me give you some more reasons. I had a post last week that said people think 2 to 5 years in business is a long time to get rich, but don't feel that 40 years at a job is a long time to stay broke. And I just want you to take a moment and let that sink in, because a lot of people that could have been here are not here. Why? Because they worked that job for somebody else's dream, for somebody else's family. But you guys here on the line said, hey, let me see what they're talking about in this Founders Pack with Wakana, something that you can will to your heirs. And then there was another post that I shared, and that post was, I recently asked the distributors of the company to read Think and Grow Rich. And one of these men from that era, they said that John D. Rockefeller, he said, I don't want a nation of thinkers. I want a nation of workers. Guys, let that resonate there. You don't want to be a worker, you want to be a thinker. And for those of you on the call tonight, I truly do commend you, because we want to build our legacy and our future for our heirs, not someone else's. And if you can see a growing company in a baby industry that's going to multi-billion dollar income, don't you just see Wakana being a multi-billion dollar company? I did. How about sharing in 1% of the total revenue? So let's talk about now that Founders Pack. The new founding member dispensary. This means if you're new for the first time here, hearing about Wakana, or if you've never bought a Founders Pack or a crown jewel in our company before, you'll be paying $1,999. Now that's a total value of $2,800. And in that pack, you're going to get some of our top products. And also, you heard Melissa talk about Wakana, the Wakana Bucks. So immediately that $19.99 goes down $400, because you're going to get $200 back in Wakana Bucks and $200 cash back. And see, you'll also be able to have our Wakana University. You know, in most industries, you have continuing education. Well, here is paid for right here with your Founders Pack, and that's forever. And so, guys, you'll be paid as 6 months as a Sapphire. You really don't know what that means. But if you're hearing this for the first time, you think it's a good idea, you get started. Make sure you go out over the holiday and share this opportunity with everybody you come in contact with. And when they come on maybe Sunday night, when we might repeat this, then you can earn $150 for everyone that starts out as a new founding member. Now, this is our last time, and we're offering, you can buy up to 3 founding members packs. The first one, you'll pay $19.99 for, but the other 2, you can pay that $9.99. So for anybody that's an existing Crown member already, you can buy the Founders Pack for $999.95. Mind you, you can get a total of 3 for this last time that we're closing out. And for that pack, you're going to get half of what you get in the new founding member pack. So on Wakana Bucks, you're going to get $100 back. In cash back, you're going to get $100 back. Again, up to 3 packs this last time closing out. And guys, we have had this going. Our pre-sale started in October, and the majority of people that are participating in this program have purchased 3 Founders Pack, 3 shares. That's pretty exciting. Now, this is a picture of one of our walls in our dispensary. And as you see to the left, you have existing founding members. Well, guys, our pictures are coming down. We've already told our story. All of you know about us, but we want to honor those that are in this with us forever. And the rest of the founders will be added to this wall. So that'll be changing, and we'll be able to tell your story. So again, if you're buying that Founders Pack, you are eligible to get paid 6 levels. And again, you might not know what that means, but if you don't do it, guys, you'll be leaving money on the table. Because when you hear this, again, I encourage you to go and share it throughout the family holidays. And then, how do you qualify? Well, you need 3 customers per month. We pay this out quarterly. So we're in the fourth quarter of the month of the year. We've done October, November, and December. So just so you have 3 customers per month, you can be one of them. And you will be able to qualify. 3 retail shares a month get you qualified to get paid out quarterly. Now, for the year, the end of the rest of this year, there are no customer requirements. They have been waived. Now, January 1, those customer requirements will start, and 3 will take care of all of your quarter qualifications through the year of 2023. So even though you might have more than 1 Founders Pack, you are only required to have 3 customers per month through 2023. That's pretty exciting, guys. Who can't do that? So again, customer requirements, we are waiving the customer requirement until January 1st. So all of you now that are getting involved, you will not have to have any customers and for this quarter. And once 2023 starts, you will need 3 retail customers monthly. 1 customer could be your retail purchase. If you miss a month, guys, you do not lose your status as a founder. You just won't get paid as a founder that particular month. But I think it's something key to go back and say, once a founder, you never, ever lose that foundership, okay? So say you're busy. Say right now you got 3 or 4 projects, because I know I'm talking to several people that are telling me, Phyllis, I just started a couple of new businesses. I have my existing business. And right now, I said, but right now you need to listen to the Founders Pack, because this is forever. It closes out on the 30th, but this will be able to be aired. So you might not have the right timing now, but suppose we hit 10 million a year, 20 million a year, 100 million a year. I think you might not be too busy to get your 3 customers per month. And the money that you're going to spend to get a Founders Pack, you can't put it in the bank and guarantee yourself $10 interest at the end of the year. So guys, getting this pack means you can sell it, you can use the products that are in the pack, and then you'll get paid from this forever. And you can earn more shares. If you're building our business and you're ranking up at Pearl, you get 3 shares for each month that you qualify as a Pearl. As Sapphire, you get 6 shares for each month that you qualify as a Sapphire. For Ruby, that's 8 shares. Emerald, 10 shares, and Diamond, 12 shares. Mind you, to get paid at those levels, you must qualify each month. So how about going to Vegas, guys? Since we've been in business, we have been having virtual conferences because of the pandemic. But guess what? We busting out. That's right. In April, we will be in Las Vegas. But how would you like it? See, I love to travel. That's one of my favorite things. But you know what I like it even more? Is when somebody else is paying for the travel. And so that's right. If you hit Ruby, you will be going, your accommodations will be taken care of in Vegas. And if you do it 2 times, you can take someone with you. Now, how about Diamonds in Dubai? You heard it right. You hit Diamond, you will be traveling in Dubai. You do that 2 times and you can take somebody with you, all expenses paid. See, we do things right. We applaud the people that are out there doing the work, and we think you are deserving of it. So we want to treat you like the diamonds and rubies and emeralds and sapphires that you are. So guys, this part of it is over. My part is over for this evening. And I would like to bring somebody up near and dear to my heart. This young man I've known since he was about 13 or 14 years old, but he was a mogul businessman even then. And so now he is our Chief Operating Officer. He is doing a fantastic job, he and his team. And Christian, are you out there? I know you are. I see you.
Hey, wait, where am I at? Can you see me, Phyllis? I know you can hear me.
Yeah, I can
there
hear
I am. I can see myself too now. Okay, cool. I didn't see myself for a minute.
You.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Let me just move this out of the way so you all can see my full screen. So yes, my name is Christian Phillips. I am your Chief Operating Officer. What that means is that I basically work with your operation team, and that consists of 3 different segments. That's customer service, that is shipping, that is warehouse, to make sure that you all get everything that you all are seeing on the screen today. We also, definitely look at different deliverables in terms of marketing material and things that's discussed with the team, and just make sure that the fulfillment of those things happen in the most efficient way possible. So I'm going to review a couple of things with you all, but I know that the focus today is in honor of Thanksgiving, which is on Thursday. And if some of you do not actually observe Thanksgiving, we all have something to be thankful for. So I'll keep that focus there. I'm thankful, and I shared this last week, of there's 3 little boys that are completely innocent right now, but are not in the best situation, and no fault of their own. Put it like that, because they did not ask to be here. And those are my great nephews. One of their names are Malachi Joyner. The other one is Messiah Joyner, and then you have Million Griggs, the third one. Those are my great nephews, and ultimately, I try to pour into them, and everything that I do, no matter what it is, I try to make sure that it adds value that I can share with each and every one of them respectfully. So, whatever your why is, whatever you're thankful for, just think of that as we go to the next slide, and then ultimately make the decision that in your best interest, but also in the interest of those that are going to come behind you, those that are going to come behind them, because that's ultimately what the definition of legacy is. I would like to share an example with you guys. Make sure my screen is sharing. I would like to share an example with you all. What's one of the first things, I know many of you probably have traveled on this line. If you haven't, let's just kind of hypothetically speak here. What's one of the most important things that they tell you on the airplane, other than turn your cell phone off? What they tell you is to put on your mask before putting on the mask of others. Okay, so when we think of that, that is for a reason, because your value is only good to you or to someone else if you can harness it on your own. So ultimately, it's all about positioning. Melissa talked about passing over opportunities repeatedly is actually the definition of being poor. And, ultimately, we know that doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result is actually the definition of insanity. I don't think that any of you all are poor or insane on this line. So the next couple of slides that I have to share with you will definitely be beneficial for you and your family. So, and once you actually enroll into our Founders Program, you do have a payout, which happens about 4 times a year. Not about, it happens definitely 4 times a year. And it's based off the activity that happens in every quarter. So let's use the current quarter that we're in for an example. So anything that's done between October and December, and Phyllis has already communicated to you that you do not have to meet that customer requirement. So there's a guaranteed payout for those of you that started in November. You'll see that November, December allotment. And then for those of you that have enrolled in this program in prior years, you will see that October through December allotment. That's going to be payable to you in January 15th to the 22nd of next year. So you'll see that payment. For those of you that meet that qualification for January to March, which is that 3 customer requirement, you plus 2, you're going to see that payment for income tax time. So for some of you that might be on the other side of the equation that are exchanging basically hours for wages, you might do very well for yourself. But at the end of the day, Uncle Sam is going to get his money. I have had my experience with that. And ultimately that payment is made on April the 15th. We had an extension a couple of years back, but ultimately that payment's going to be due, and Wakanda can help you satisfy that payment if you're not already transitioned by firing your boss like Melissa did when she was 33 years old. So April to June, that payout is going to be July 15th to the 22nd, July to September, October 15th to the 22nd, and October, December, January 15th to 22nd in 2024. So I would like to let you know that our average shares right now, based off of our current revenue, is about $4. Of course, with this full locking officially on December 31st, for those of you that act before November 30th, by just doing a minimum purchase of the half pack, which is basically putting 50% down, but that remaining 50% needs to be paid before December 31st in order to be able to participate actively in this pool and be a part of this program for 2022. The average share is $4. What that means is that next year, And the year after that, and the year after that, that pool is going to still be closed. But what's going to happen is because Wakana is going to sustain throughout this economy, the income, I'm sorry, the revenue is going to grow, but the pool is going to remain the same, which means that those shares are going to increase. Now, we cannot promise you what that share is going to increase per month, but what I can tell you is that Wakana has made more and more money each and every year. So with that increased pattern, that increased slope, I'm gonna let you go ahead and use your own imagination and determine what your next payout is going to be and what that's going to look like. Okay. So, of course, the new enrollment for, I'm sorry, what kind of the program is the new enrollment for our 1% revenue. The founding member program ends on November 30th, as I mentioned. You can participate up until that point by just purchasing the 50%. That's the least amount that you can purchase. And then you have to make that that other payment, the residual payment, before December 31st. And the pool will lock forever on December 31st, 2022, locking everybody that has participated in the previous years, plus those that have participated in this year, all within that pool to share the 1% of the gross revenue. Now, I want you all to think about, let's go on another road, another journey here. Let's think about how many times each and every one of you have referred someone. Let's think about the movie, just the most recent movie, Black Panther, #2. You know, you refer to somebody and say, oh girl, oh guy, or well, you know, whomever you're talking to, you need to go and see it, okay? Let's say you share it with them, AMC or Regal, whomever, you know, your movie provider is, you share it with them a ticket. You may have got some type of kickback from AMC, but that was a one-time kickback for something that you do all the time, because this is not the first movie you've seen that you like, right? Okay, so ultimately, you are already sharing opportunities, but are you getting any type of rebate? Are you getting any type of residual income? Are you getting anything from that? Or are you just getting that? You know what? Uber is a great example. If you share Uber, I know all of you have taken Uber or Lyft. If you share your Uber app with someone, you get $10 one time. Everybody has used Uber probably more than one time, and you've only got that one $10, but Uber is making at least $25, $35 every single ride that person takes, okay? So it's literally about being a consumer versus a producer, okay, or a buyer. And you know, in the example of a producer is any person who uses goods with the approval of a buyer, okay? That is the example of a consumer. Does that sound like freedom to you? Because ultimately, you're exchanging wages for hours, and then you have to sit up here and make a choice based off of someone that made choices before you. So I can only shop within a catalog based off of something that someone bought before me to sell to me. I mean, we have to get on the other side of the equation. Melissa already mentioned, guys, that money does not go anywhere. It only goes to the other side of the equation. So ultimately, I empower all of you all, and I challenge all of you all to basically do not put a capacity on your income as a consumer, okay? I challenge all of you all to unlock the potential that you have to be great. Unlock the potential that you have to be a buyer, to be a producer, guys, and to leverage on the behavior of the consumers, because there's some people that just will not get it. They will not get it, okay? And we need that, because guess what? That's what's gonna keep the world going round and round, because consumers are very, very, very important, because they keep the world going round and round. But you have to position yourself in order to create leverage and legacy for your family. You need to position yourself to be a producer or buyer. So once again, or not once again, but I would like to express to you all that the Founder Members Program is not an investment. Investments are based off of profits. If you qualify for a share any given month, you are guaranteed for a payout based on the value of that share. In addition, you will receive products and other rewards greater or equal to that purchase price. So a lot of you all might be asking, well, how do I do this? What's next? What's happening next? What you need to do is you need to set your goal. You need to get started for sure. And then you need to set your goals. And then you need to go diamond. Have that goal to go diamond. Even if you set that goal and you hit half of that goal, you might land at Ruby, you might land at Sapphire. But guess what? You're still moving forward. You're doing something more than what you're doing at that 9-to-5 job, working 40 hours for 40 years to retire for 40% of that income. That's not what I'm doing. I don't expect you to do it. And I don't expect anyone to do anything that I'm not willing to do. And that's just not something I'm going to do. So how do you do that? You need to make your list. book those parties. You need to ask for support because you are not in this by yourself. Give the gift of health and wellness, okay? I'm sorry, health and wealth. You need to attend calls and webinars. You have to stay plugged in. In order for you to be able to share the information, you got to know what you're talking about. And in order for you to talk about something, you got to be able to hear it over and over again so you can repeat it. So ultimately, you got to stay plugged in. You want to reach out to your team. If you haven't adapted a team or created a team, you need to go ahead and build a team. And we'll teach you how to do that, but you got to stay plugged in. You have to go three-way calls. Validation is not so much has to come from you, but it can come to someone that's doing what you want to do. Okay, that's called leadership. And what we believe in Wakanda is sometimes we can lead from behind. We don't need to be in front of the stage. We don't need to do all of this. But what you can do is you can have that third-party validation and it'll close the sale, I can guarantee you. And we teach that in our Wakanda University. You need to add people to the Facebook group so they can engage with other people that are doing well, just like they anticipate to be or to do. And you have to follow up. Most important thing is to follow up for sure. And then you're going to be a part of the greatest wealth transfer ever. And then your friend and your friend's friend and your family member or whomever is going to be right beside you, and they're going to love you forever. I'm going to turn it back over to our CEO, Melissa Boston. Are you out there?
I am out here, Christian. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. You guys just absolutely shut it down. Just appreciate all that you do. And every time you share the story of your 3 great nephews, it's hard for me to believe that because we remember you when you were 13, and for you to have great nephews, that's just amazing. And the fact that you can be a blessing to them and all that you're doing to empower them is just next level. So thank you so much for what you do. I'm going to share my screen because there's just a few more things I do want to share before we close it out. There's some great specials and announcements. As you were talking, Phyllis, the one thing that came to mind, I said, you know, the most dangerous, the most dangerous weapon is a community of people who are thinkers, right? So if they don't let us think, they know they can control us, right? So if we come together, we can do all these mastermind activities, come together, and guess what? We can change the world. So just remember that, right?
Change the world.
Yeah, change the world. And we are going to change the world. And I hope each and every one of you who witnessed this tonight, you know, really sees an opportunity, because as Phyllis said, we will be a billion-dollar company, because you're not going to stop a company that will not be denied. Okay.
That's right.
We've been at the table. We've been at the top. We've helped build other billion-dollar companies. Why not build this for ourselves? Okay.
Absolutely.
So thank you, Phyllis. That was some great quotes. I really appreciate those. And there was a couple of slides. I think you guys might have missed my email. There was a few updates we have. So I'm going to share with you what the actual prices are so that you can screenshot that. I know you talked about that rebate, but they can at least screenshot it. So you'll know exactly what you are going to be able to do for Black Friday as it relates to the founding members packs. And so what I'm going to do real quick is a reminder that the 25% site-wide is in full effect. It's been in full effect since November the 14th. So absolutely get online, buy some great products. We do have a few days before we get into the Black Friday deep discounts. And so we'll talk about that, but just know that today it's our gummies. So make sure if you love our Power or our Pure gummies, go buy those tonight, okay? Tomorrow, it's gonna be body and hair care. So if you're really a fan of the body and hair care, you're gonna see specials tomorrow that you might not see on Black Friday. So make sure you stop by the website tomorrow. And then on Thanksgiving, we're gonna kick it off with some amazing products that are really designed to help uplift your health. Some of our virus defenses, our PPE products. And so that's going to kick us off on Thanksgiving. But guess what? Our deep discounts, okay, all the things that you've been waiting for are going to kick off at 4:20 p.m. on Thanksgiving. So we're going to let you sneak in a little early. Normally, we do all of this at midnight on Black Friday, 12:01. But we know that we always get those emails about someone who was waiting, then they fell asleep. And so we said, why not, after you're done with fellowshipping with your family, you can actually just encourage your family, go on your website, you know, make sure they know, you know, that you have products that can absolutely help change their life. And so we figured we can kick this off at 4:20, because 4:20 is the time in which we launched our company, because we know, for those of you who know what that stands for, okay? And so make sure you know this, because this is going to be a very important time, because we're going to be giving out some very special incentives to the first 100 shoppers, okay? And so you're gonna wanna pay attention to all of this. So let's look at it, let's jump right into it, because 25% retail applies to all retail orders up to $750. Now you can do multiple orders. So if you have 3 or 4 orders you want to place, every order you do up to $7.50, it's going to give you that 25% discount. And that's going to be applied at checkout. But this is what you want to screenshot, because everybody's been calling customer service today. And what they've been asking customer service, they're asking, hey, just tell me what price I'm going to have to pay on Black Friday for the founding member pack. Okay. So if you're brand new and you have not yet purchased a crown jewel, this is your very first purchase, we're going to automatically apply that $200 cash back. But we also promised our brand new people that we're going to take $100 off. So instead of you getting that $200 cash back in 3 weeks like everyone else, so if you already did this, you're actually already received cash back, because most of you did this more than 3 weeks ago. Some of you who might have done this last week, you're still getting your cash back. But if you do this after 4/20 on Thursday, what's going to happen is you're going to actually receive that $200 cash back automatically, which means we're taking it off the price. And then you're getting that extra $100 for new members only. So your price will end up being $16.99. And yes, you can pay that over 2 payments for those of you who might not have that full amount to do. Now, depending on what state you live in, there may be some sales tax due, okay, depending on what state you live in. Now, if you are already a founding member, if you're now buying additional shares, so let's just say you want to buy that first pack, but now you want additional packs and shares, then your second and third, or for those of you who are already founders, or if you've already came into our business at Crown Jewel, we are going to automatically apply that cash back. So when you look at our website at 4:20 p.m. Central on Thanksgiving, it's going to say $899.95, because the $100 is automatically taken off, okay? So screenshot that, because that's the amount you're going to need, plus tax if you live in a state in which we apply sales tax. Most states, fortunately, we don't have to apply sales tax, so that saves you sales tax, but in some states we do. So just know to anticipate that if you're in a state where it's applicable, and if you're not sure, contact customer service. Okay, customer requirements. Phyllis talked about customer requirements. There's another update on that. We are waiving customer requirements until January the 1st for everyone who orders on or before November 25th. And so now you're going to have until midnight on Black Friday in order to get your pack in time, in which your customer requirements are waived until the end of this year. So that's another screenshot, guys. And so again, what are you going to see on Black Friday? You're going to see some amazing deals that kick off on Thanksgiving at 4/20, possibly some new products. We do have a few products that are in the works. Some of these will launch in December, but just know it's always exciting when we have new things launching. Deepest discounts ever on select products. And on Black Friday, remember, you're going to actually save up to 50% on select products. I'm going to let you see those products now. In fact, our VP of communication, she's going to send out a list so that you'll know exactly what's happening with some of the hottest products. And so if you have customers that you know like a specific product, you can call them up and let them know what they can expect on Black Friday, or just share that communication with them. And so with the discount, let's just look at that. These are some of the products now that I'm going to go through where you're going to have some deep discounts starting at 4/20 on Thanksgiving, okay? And so let's go ahead and take a look at that. So our flat belly cleanse is a big part of it. So just know we've already talked about this. So you are already aware that you're going to be able to get that 7-day cleanse for as low as $78, okay? You're going to be able to get that 21-day cleanse, not for $299, but for $198. So that's a big deal. That's kicking off at 4/20 on Thursday. So yes, yes, yes. Super, super excited. So you see these sale prices, but when you take that extra 25% off, that's how you're going to get down to $198. That's how you're going to get down to $78, guys. Okay, so make sure you stock up on this product on at 4/20 and all the way through midnight on Black Friday. And so here's another screenshot. So these are some special items we're running for Black Friday. Everyone loves black seed oil. Black seed oil is something everyone should have in your cabinet. With all these viruses and flus, we can't make medical claims. Definitely talk with your doctor, but here's what we know. We know that black seed has a lot of research. It even builds the beta cells of the pancreas. There's not much out there that can do that. It's phenomenal. We do not leave home without black seed, okay? But guess what? For all the people who you know need some black seed, they can grab it on our website. And this is premium black seed. We're talking about the highest quality, and we're talking about $9.71. Okay, so you better grab as many of those as you can. Our frankincense blend, ladies, we know that breast health is important. There's two things in addition to your CBD that we would encourage you to do for breast health. In fact, rubbing it on your breast, frankincense. Okay, if you research frankincense oil and breast health, you're going to see some amazing things. We have the highest quality frankincense oil, okay? And you're going to be able to walk away with that, and it's already diluted, so we already put the MCT coconut oil in it, so you don't have to find any type of carrier. We've already done that for you. But that bottle normally retails for $39.95. You're getting that for $19.46. This is an excellent gift for all the women in your life. We even know men need to worry about breast health. We hear about breast cancer more and more. It's more aggressive right now because we've been sedentary. And so you want to make sure you stock in your cabinet some of these potent essential oils that really help you live a higher quality of life. Again, we make no medical claims. Talk with your doctor, but these are just solutions that you can go out and do your own research on. Peppermint oil, another one of our exciting products that people love. On Black Friday, you're going to be able to walk away with that for as little as $11.21, guys. Culinary products, everybody loves our garlic fire, $14.95. We've never had this garlic fire. There's 200 milligrams of CBD in this. It is amazing. It will make everything on your plate taste better besides dessert. Don't put it on your sweets, okay? But it is actually going to be available for just $14.95 with all the discounts. So again, screenshot this, because you're going to see specials on Black Friday that we haven't had for the past 12 days. So there's more that you're going to be able to participate at the deepest prices possible. And then even our 4-pack gummies, our 200 milligram gummies, our 240 milligram gummies. These make great stocking stuffers, and you're going to see these as low. Look at this, as $9.95. We're talking about 100 milligrams, 240 milligrams, $10.95, guys. These are awesome and amazing prices. You're going to be able to get all of this on your website and make a commission on that, okay? Now let's look at that special offer one more time. So if you are wanting to be a founding member, you want to get it at a price where you can afford it, even though it's the same price, again, for crowns. The difference is we're applying that cash back. Do it after 4/20 on Thanksgiving, and you'll be able to get that at those prices that I mentioned earlier, okay? And so again, instead of waiting 3 weeks to get that cash back, we're just automatically applying it. Plus, we're giving an extra $100 off for new founders starting at 4/20 on Thanksgiving, okay? Also, too, one last thing we have to share. The first 100 shoppers are going to enter a drawing for one founding member pack and share. So at 4/20, you want to be on your site because, again, the bottom line is if you're one of the first to go on your site and do this, you're automatically going to enter into a drawing where you can get a share for free plus a founding pack for free, okay? We're giving away one of those. Who knows? We might end up giving 2, right? But the bottom line is get on your site, be the first, so that you can take advantage of all these amazing deals. And for everybody who spends at least $250, now this is after the discount. So if it says $198, that's not $250. That means you have to spend on your card at least $250. When we see that $250, you automatically receive a free gift with purchase. In addition to that, we have a big thing we're doing where every person who does this, you're going to be featured on this amazing recognition piece because you're now going to officially sponsor 10 meals in your name, okay? That means 10 people get fed in your name. And that means if we have 100 people, that's 1,000. If we have 1,000 people, that's 10,000. Think about the change we can make. Think about the impact we can make, because not only are we having this amazing Black Friday so that you can actually get on the other side of money, we can be retailers versus consumers, but we're giving back to help empower our community. On Saturday, Shannon King and Errol Doris, they've been working like crazy to bring to you this whole Secret Santa so that all your shopping can be done right through your website. Well, we have a gift card. We have it already coming in this beautiful gift wrap. If you want to have your Christmas shopping, your holiday shopping done for you on your site where you can get paid to give out gifts. You want to join the website on Saturday to check all of this out, because now you can give the gift of health, wealth, freedom, and legacy right on your own website. In fact, we're gonna have gifts under $10, okay? Under $10. Isn't that incredible? In fact, gifts as low as $5, which means there is no one who's in your life that you want to help bless that you're not gonna be able to afford to bless. That means we can reach out to that uncle who we love and just maybe not have reached out to him for several months or maybe a year. Just reach out and touch somebody. You're gonna be surprised at how grateful people are to hear from you and to get something in the mail that can help impact their quality of life, whether it's the pain cream, gummies, which can help take away that anxiety, help them sleep, helping people to live a higher quality of life. That's what it's about. And we're gonna help you do that on your own website on Black Friday. And then of course, Cyber Sunday, we're still doing 20% off, Cyber Monday, 20% off. And then the remainder of the week, we're having Cyber Week. So we've done everything to help you not only have a record-breaking Black Friday, right? We've also done everything to help you go diamond so that you can join us in Dubai. So with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and see if there's any questions, but I know we're running late. So Phyllis, let me turn it over to you because I know you're there. I see your head spinning. She's excited. She's ready to take it to
I'm so excited, Melissa. I mean, this just gets better and better. We'll give that to Larice tonight because I'm telling you guys, what can't you do with the opportunity you have just been shown tonight? I don't know about you, but I want to get to my website. My Christmas list is being done already. I don't have to go outside my house for shopping. So I am so excited, guys, because we know our products are phenomenal. You will sleep good. You will have less anxiety. You will be at peace. You will have no pain. You can get healthy. You can lose weight. What can't you do with our products? So guys, do you think we need any testimonies tonight? We have
a few of our leaders on. Why don't we bring up a couple leaders to help us shut it down? Because we always love to hear
so
from
we're only going to do, let me see who's out there. I know Bernadine, but let me see. I know Will.
And Phyllis, while you're going through the list to kind of pick the leaders, I will say that, Melissa, I think what we might need to do just to kind of make sure that we balance the equation is, some people like to call in, and I know that the customer service line will be open on that Black Friday. And so, maybe we should kind of give some type of incentive, or not really incentive, but basically have a separate list for those that might, the first 10 or maybe 15 that call in the customer service can also be included in that drawing, because I know some people tend to call in versus going online.
So let's do this, Christian. You're talking my kind of language, which means on 420, we need to open up the lines, right?
Absolutely. I
love it. So we can do
right.
that. We can open up the lines for 1 hour, 2 hours, and let's do it.
All right. So we just need to make a decision on that number, or how many, first 25, first 15, whatever it is. But ultimately, guys, you have the opportunity to do it on your website, which obviously is based off of how quick you can hit accept and put your number in and stuff like that. Or you can call in. Just know that calls are answered in the order received. But I'm suggesting that we go with the first 15.
Okay. Well, we have Bernadine. We're going to go to Boston and talk to Bernadine Kirkland, one of our leaders, and I know she was jumping up out there. And so, guys, you heard it here. You're going to have somebody to answer your line on Thursday at 4:20 if you have any questions while you and your customers are calling in. So I just wanted to get that in. Thank you, Christian. Before we brought up Bernadine. Bernadine, are you out there? Bernadine Kirkland.
And guys, you can use loyalty points that you've already accumulated towards the purchase. Online, it's going to let you use loyalty points and then the balance with your credit card. So you can do that right now. All right, well, on 420. So yes.
Look, don't jump.
You can do it right in
front of yourself.
I'm so excited. Boston is ready. I'm going to be online and on the phone. I'm trying to get in both ways, any way I can get in. Somebody just asked me about getting another founder share, and it's Denise Hill out of New York, but she's saying, I want to go back and get founder shares from last year that I only got one. I want two. I said, I don't think we can do that, but if she wins today, she'll be really excited Thank you all. Shannon, thank you for wrapping all my Christmas presents. You all have done it again. I've blown my mind. I'm ready to do all my shopping with Wakana. I love you all. Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving and have a great, great Thanksgiving season. Love you.
Thank you, thank you. And I saw my Mitchell out there. I just want her to say something because she and her husband are really doing well in our business. And just tell them just a little bit about how excited you are, my Mitchell. Do I need to? Yes, there you are.
Okay, here I am. I think.
Uh-huh.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Oh my goodness, you all, I am about to burst open. I am just so excited. I just cannot believe these deals. And we're getting ready to open up California over here, honey. And I am just so thrilled. I just hope you all just got to share this with everybody. This opportunity here is so amazing. And just keep planting those seeds, keep talking, don't quit, you know, because we can do this, you all, because we are promoting and helping people with generational wealth and generational health.
Okay.
You all have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Love you all.
Love you back, and happy Thanksgiving to you too. And we're going to close out tonight. Well, we got to close out with our Minister Mooney because I don't see our Diamond Beverly on here. But Ernestine Davis, girl, you've been just doing this everywhere, presenting, being excited. I know you probably on the phone right now calling people to get all these wonderful products and gifts. So Ernestine Davis, could you say something tonight before we close out?
Oh my God, I'm screenshotting, I'm texting, I'm sending information to people, but I am just blessed and highly favored to be a part of this amazing company. And, you know, I believe that I have the gift of helps because I love helping people. And then like, I think that was my Mitchell, no, Bernadine was saying, all these Christmas gifts. And on Christmas, there are like 30, 40 people in my house. So I'm going to have pre-rolls for the young people, Delta 8 for the young people, because I don't do Delta 8. But I'm just totally excited. You cannot beat these deals. I've never, ever seen anything like this before. And as we said before, we need to shop in our own community. And right here, with Wakana, we have everything. You guys saw the hair care products. We have, there's no industry that we're not a part of. And I'm just blessed to be a part of this. I had some guests on the line. I think a couple of them left, but one is still on there. I'm not going to call her out, but she's still hanging in there. So we're definitely going to chat afterwards. So, real quick. So when I looked at my e-wallet, we talking about, I've looked at it like 3 times and I was like, I want to call them, but if they made a mistake, they're going to take my money back. And
girl,
I think
you earned
like,
it, didn't she, Melissa?
That money is there. It is like, I was just floored. So, and I told my team, look at your back office. Look in your e-wallet. That's it. I have nothing else to say, but no, I'm not giving out any loans. But that's like that money is going to take care of my whole entire Christmas list and some. And guess what? I didn't have to do anything. That money came in my sleep. So I just want to leave that for you guys. Money in your sleep, a legacy for your family. I can just go on and on. You know I can.
Well, I just want to tell you, that's nothing. That's only the beginning. You still got money to come in your wallet. You're really gonna be excited. So, hey,
I'm excited.
You all should want to do this. And so what I'm gonna do is have Minister Willie Diamond Mooney close us out tonight, because this opportunity, like Ernestine said, I'm speechless, and y'all know that it takes a lot to get me to be speechless, but I am, because I see we can all shop with ourselves and not go and spend another dime. We need to empower our own company, and we got the best gifts out there. So Minister Mooney, would you please close us out for tonight, or give it back to Melissa? Now, I know you knew I was going to call him. Oh, let me see.
Hey,
Hey.
Hey, I see you unmuted
Oh.
me.
Okay.
What's going on? Hey,
Oh,
everybody.
you didn't hear. You must be somewhere hanging out. I said you got to close us out. Tell us.
I am, but I'm always open.
Oh, I know that. That's why I
Oh,
called
you wanted me to close? Oh. So ask me a specific question so I
I
can go
want to
close.
ask you,
Because me and Ian
you're
was just talking.
already feeling really great tonight. I already can tell that. But just say how excited you are about all the wonderful deals that we have out tonight and how we're going to go and share with our families and friends and everybody.
You know, realistically, you know what? I love the fact that during this time, this is a chance where everybody can get help for everything that they've wanted. And it's like Christmas in November, Christmas on Black Friday. So I'm always a fan of giving the gift of help. And I think this is just an excellent time to do that. And nobody has excuses to not do it. And a lot of times we spend our money frivolously on things that last for a little bit, you know, a little time, but now we have the opportunity to give the gift that lasts for a lifetime. So
Absolutely.
I'm really excited about that. I'm excited about the people who take advantage of it that are partners, because that's just going to make their business offer more exposure for their business, because so many people get help. And there's not many places that we can go and find help. So I'm really excited about that.
Awesome, awesome. Well, thank you so much, guys. And I'm going to give it back to Melissa. Mooney, have the rest of the night. Be good, you and A.
All right, here she goes.
Bye. Enjoy, guys. Well, Phyllis, as always, this team has just shut it down. Not a lot left to say. The one thing I will say, and this is something, Christian, we borrow from you, but for those of you out there, maybe you're not yet a founding member, just understand this. All of us are founding members of something. We know that between today and between Christmas, we're going to spend maybe $1,000, maybe $2,000 on companies who that's all we've done. We spent the money. But what did you get back? For the last 20 years, if you spent $2,000 every holiday, that's over $40,000. But what have you gotten back? And so what we're inviting you to is the table to spend that same $1,000, that same $2,000, but get 1% that you can share for the rest of your life and build a real legacy. So let's take this time to get on the other side of money. Let's make the decision that we will be retailers and not consumers. And let's make the decision that we're going to black out this Black Friday for your own family, for your own legacy, and you're going to shop with yourself, okay? And so with that being said, team, you guys are amazing. We love you all. We are so grateful for each and every one of you. And we know that this, by far, will be the biggest Black Friday that we've ever experienced as a company. And that means there's a lot of people out there who are going to win, and they're going to win big this holiday season. Ernestine, if you think those checks are amazing, just wait. The best is yet to come, girl. You haven't seen anything yet, because we are just getting started. But thanks, guys. Happy holiday. Happy Thanksgiving.
Bye-bye.
And next call is Sunday, guys. Sunday. Next call.
Sunday at 8, right?
Yeah, you got it.
Okay. Bye, you all. Thank you. Mike, I'm calling you.
Going in on the verse, cause I never been defeated and I won't stop now. Keep your hands up, get them in the sky for the homies that ain't making it and my folks locked down. I never went nowhere, what they saying Luda's back. Blame it on that contour, the hood call it Luda yak. And I'm on this foolish track, so I spit my foolish flow. My hands go up and down, like strippers' booties go. My verses still be serving, tight like a million virgins. Last time on a college remix, now I'm on the original version. Can't never count me out, y'all better count me in. Got 20 bank accounts, accountants count me in. Make millions every year, the South's champion. Cause all I do, Head on a swivel, you know serving me's a no-no. Clean as a whistle as I pull out in my Rolls Royce. Yellow bone passenger, they see it, they say, oh boy. Tell Kelly, back it up, my call me loco. Down for armed trafficking, don't make me pull up. Ask you what you laughing at, represent that mud life. Dirty money, better get your mud right. We come together holding hands and holler thug life. We all strapping all black, it's like life. You riding or what? Cause we riding tonight. Now you riding with me cause you wasn't riding. All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get it up. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they stay there. Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there. Heat in the
Good night, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving. Be safe, be healthy, and shop from yourself.